Shabbos time.
Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat shalom.
now we can rest a while. Light a candle and enjoy this time with friends and family.
Come on, come on.
Turn your phones to silent. Adonai is calling you. Welcome in the Shabbos bride. That's all you gotta do. Say Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Now we can dance and smile.
Come on.
Light a candle and forget
About that week that we just had.
Say Kiddush and Chamotzi, and
Then we'll dine with you. Come on, let's go, guys.
enjoy this time together. That's all you gotta do. Say Shabbat shalom. Now we can rest a while. Light a candle
And enjoy this time with friends and family.
turn your phones to silent. Adonai is
Calling you.
Welcome in the Shabbos bride. That's all you gotta do. Say Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Now we can dance and smile. Light candles
And forget about that week that we just had. Kiddush and Motzi, and then we'll dine with you.
Let's enjoy this time together. That's all you gotta do.
All right, so let's get a few things. Hello, Michael. You think I'm going to say something to Janice? She's chairman of the board. I'm not stupid. Anyway, we seem to be having a problem. I've been gone for a couple of Fridays, and all of a sudden, everybody is.
It's true.
Didn't you tell them that we don't do Shabbos to them, that we do with them? Did you forget to tell them that?
Yes.
Okay, so your participation is very important because otherwise we can't really bring in Shabbos, and then we can't really get the service done, and then we can't really eat. So this is called praying for your supper. There is absolutely no shame to my game. So we're going to give you a chance to redeem yourselves with Bim Bam.
Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam.
So a couple of things, just a little housekeeping thing. I'm starting to get a little bit of a cold, so I'm not going to be shaking hands just because I don't want to get anybody else sick. And tonight we have Rabbi Adam Lautman, one of our spiritual counselors, rabbinic interns. He's going to be doing the drash, and we're very excited. So be nice to him. Be nice to him. Awe is a way of being in rapport with the mystery of all reality, Rabbi Heschel writes. The awe that we sense or ought to sense when standing in the presence of a human being is a moment of intuition for the likeness of God, which is concealed in the human's essence. Not only humans, even inanimate things stand in relation to a relation to the Creator. The secret of every being is the divine care and concern that are invested in it. Something is at stake in every event. This paragraph shapes so much of what we do here, and it shaped so much of my life. We have young people from Shomrei Torah here, right? Shomrei Torah, right over there. And this is addressed to all of you, actually. And I hope that you all really understand this, that whenever you see a human being, you see the divine. And if you can't see the divine, it's because one's eyes are clouded. Rabbi Heschel calls prejudice an eye disease. But think about this. There's something at stake in every event. I would go so far as to say something sacred is at stake in every event. As Rabbi Heschel writes in another book, God in Search of Man. What could be sacred that's at stake? What holiness is at stake in every event? The fact that we have to realize that every moment, everything we do has not only the possibility, but has hidden within it holiness and sacred and divinity. So that when you say hello to somebody, it's not just, oh, hi, but it's a recognition that within you is a spark of the divine. So my spark of the divine recognizes you as a fellow traveler and as a need. Because in each one of us is divine concern. Now, this is not a normative attitude. Judaism brought this into the world to say that God cares about every individual, that we're created with divine concern, and throughout our lives we have divine concern, and we can only respond to it appropriately with awe. Awe is the beginning. It precedes faith. It precedes almost everything. Because without having this awe, this response to the fact that we're alive, a response to the fact that you're alive, we're here. And yet so many of us take every day and every event for granted. Awe says that we can take nothing for granted. Awe says that we are in the midst of something holy, wonderful, important. What's at stake in this event tonight is prayer. Our ability to pray. And after all, what is prayer? Prayer is a honing of our own traits. To pray in Judaism, the heat paleo means to look inside myself. It's a reflexive verb. Prayer is here for us to hone ourselves, to really, really get better about who we are, to deepen our sense of awe, our sense of wonder, to realize that in this moment, there's something sacred at stake. Life, care, concern. And I say to you, young people, that what's at stake for me is that you connect. Connect to your own selves, connect to your souls, connect to this community. Because what's at stake every day here at Beit Shuv is belonging. Nobody fits in here. As soon as you fit in, you're no longer you. You're a caricature of you. You're a guess at what somebody else wants you to be. Fitting in is inauthentic. Part of what's at stake and what awe brings is our own authenticity. And to know that all of us belong, all of us have a place, and all of us are a divine need. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with the niggin. A niggin is a wordless melody.
Lie, 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 lie.
On page 7, we have Shalom Aleichem. It's also on the screens. Everything we're doing is on the screens. I want to congratulate Max for his new, what are they called? Templates. It's all brand new to me. Are those marijuana leaves or those flowers? Which one?
We're going to go with flowers for sure.
You know, we don't do marijuana maintenance here, so make sure that they're flowers. La 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 la
Shalom Alechem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon Melech mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Melech mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Melech mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu Sehem Shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Melech mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu
Okay, we're now going to go into another one of our psalms, Shiru Ladonai. All right. Okay.
Tired me out on that one, Ralph.
What?
You tired me out on that one.
Man, I'm telling you, you changed the moves up on me. So we got to get this choreography down. Okay, I need Eric and Brandon and Everett and Emma and Jessica to go over and see Jillian. This is the time in our service where we do tzedakah. Tzedakah means righteousness. A lot of people think it means charity. It's not charity. Tzedakah is an obligation. We're chayab. We're obligated. In Judaism, every obligation is a get to. It's not like, oh, no. Nope. I get to do this. And what makes it so righteous is because we're saying that everybody has a seat at the table. And even the beggars have to give tzedakah. Even the beggars have to do tzedakah because everybody has to know that they matter. Everybody is important. And we collect money to help the residents learn how to have fun and sobriety, to help defray some of the costs of tonight with the food and the valet. And then we, for any of you who still haven't signed up for our gala that's in 2 weeks and 2 days, you can do that. But Janet's right there. She'll help you sign up for our gala. You can get seats. You can get an ad. You can get, maybe you have something to donate for our silent auction. Whatever it is, we need all the help we can get. Our gala is our major fundraiser. Just so you know, %80 of the people who live here can't afford treatment. That's the truth. 80% pay $500 or less. Maybe about 5% of the people pay our already discounted cost of care. But really, we've stayed open all these years because the Jewish community of Los Angeles has said it's important that everybody has an opportunity to recover. So our gala is our big fundraiser. It's the time when we need the most help. And we're grateful. And if you have any questions or you want to do something or you want to learn about it, Janet, wave Janet. Janet is the person to talk to, and we're very blessed to have Janet Rosenblum as our Director of Advancement. There are no, I don't know of anyone who's better in this entire city than Janet, so thank you. What? Our auction goes live online Sunday morning, and you can get to it through all of our email list will get a link to the online auction. And just so you know, there's some great stuff. I'll tell you how great some of the stuff is. We just sold a painting, right? Should I say it? Yeah. We sold a painting through an auction house that was donated. It went for $75,000. I had no idea. I don't know. I don't know anything about it. It came to the thrift store, and that's one of the people that we're honoring, Brad Wiseman, has been really instrumental in our thrift store. His father, Hal, of blessed memory, really started the thrift store and got it going. And then we're also celebrating Russell and Merrill Kern for their amazing work in Creative Matters. So anything you can help with, please see Janet. Now, the other thing we do is tshuva. Can somebody turn the heat down? I'm dying here. So I've explained tshuva in a million different ways over these last 30 plus years. But I want to tell you why I'm so excited every week about tshuva, every day about tshuva. Besides it being one of the most unnoticed of all miracles, it's an experience that happens in truth and responsibility. Every day we get to be more in truth with ourselves by looking at ourselves more seriously, more honestly, and more deeply. Because tshuva is not just about what I did wrong, it's also about what I've done right. So it's the source of pride. I mean, here's how crazy our tradition is. As soon as you acknowledge that you made a mistake, you're holy. The Talmud says in a place where the Baal Tshuva stands, not even the most saintly can get to. Now, I got to tell you, thank God life isn't fair. Because I got enough mistakes that I'm really high up in God's eyes. Let me tell you, I've made so many. And I'm grateful that I could do that. But really, tshuva is exciting because it says we're never lost. Kids, tshuva says there is no perfect human being. Nobody gets it all right. In fact, the sages say that God put tshuva into the world before the world was created. So, whenever you think that you're not good enough or you're not perfect or any of those things, let out a cheer. Because imperfection is the greatest attribute of being human. And we do tshuva out loud, so who's handling the microphone tonight? Who? Isla. Isla, you're handling the microphone. Did you know you were handling the microphone? Oh, good.
I had a warning.
Okay, good.
Hi, I'm Dana Gash, a very grateful member of this community. So I just want to, I don't want to embarrass you, I'm sorry. Give a shout out to my daughter for her birthday tonight. I am so proud of her. So proud of her. I just want to share with you guys back there that when she was in 3rd grade, they had a little project that you had to create a costume. It had to be something that was little. You had to make it big, and an object, and she was a light bulb. And you know what? You're a light bulb. And your light's been a little dim, but you are shining so bright now. Really. It's prophetic. I was thinking about that in the middle of the night. You are my light bulb. And she lights up the world. So thank you.
I have so much to be grateful to this whole community. Am I speaking into this? But it's Julia's night. I have to say I'm Julia's grandmother. and it is Julia's night, so I have to another time do all the other things that I'm grateful for this community and for everything that's happened to me in my life that I'm so lucky for. But I have to say about Julia and both my children and my grandchildren, that for many years I thought I could make my children and my grandchildren perfect. And all I would have to do would be to give up some years of my life, and I was willing to do it. Just make them all perfect and well, and take some of my life. I'll do it. And then I realized one day I could not do it, that they had to do it themselves, just like I had to do it myself. So I have to say, for my beautiful, wonderful granddaughter at this time, she's doing it herself, and I love her very much.
Hi, my name is Brittany. I'm a grateful member of this community. Hi. Julia, I do want to embarrass you. Firstly, happy birthday to everybody that's taking cakes tonight. I was in the house with Nicole and Riley and Jacob, and you guys are freaking miracles, and I'm really proud to know you. And I've been here long enough that I get to celebrate first birthdays with people, and that's incredible, and I'm really proud of you guys. Julia, I remember a year ago watching your mom carry all your stuff in, and she was pretty emotional, and she was so worried, and she was so happy that you were finally here. And she talked about just getting you here and how she felt safe knowing your stuff was in the building. And I'd never talked to your mom, but I heard her talking about it. And I look back now and know what an incredible, amazing best friend I have and that this place gave me. And I've seen you grow and change so much, and I've seen you overcome so much, and I've seen you surrender so much and not be afraid to take the life that you deserve to have. And I'm so grateful to this place for taking you and for introducing you to me and for letting me have that promise that they tell us we can have of friendships and recovery. And I just really love you, and I'm so grateful to be here with you tonight and to see you with your family. It makes me so happy for you. So, I love you.
Hello, my name is Ortal.
Hi, Ortal.
I got here 10 days ago. And I've been fighting the system since day one. I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry for everything, everyone who works here, from the bottom of my heart. And I surrender. So yeah, surrender. Yeah, it's been tough, but I'm in it now. Thank you.
Good Shabbos. My name's Rick. I'm a grateful member of the community and a resident. Hi. Well, it's been quite a week, and I have tshuva to make for an incident last week. I acted childishly, and it affected me and my roommate and the community. It resulted in me being wounded, my roommate being discharged, and a general sense of unease in the community I've noticed over the past week. And the plan for not continuing that is to ask for help and seek help when my words fail, and to explain when something is frustrating me and difficult instead of reacting childishly. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Devin, and I'm a grateful member of this community. I just wanted to express gratitude to Friendship. I just haven't seen my best friend Carly in 2 years, and she came and met me at services tonight. And I just don't think it would be possible without this community helping me get better and sober and stay clean and get stronger. And it's just like for moments like this that I'm so happy I'm sober and present and get to reconnect with my best friend. So thank you, Beit Tshuva.
Hi, my name is Larry. I'm a grateful alumnus and member of this community. I've been here now back in Los Angeles for a month. It's been 3 years since I came to Beit Teshuva from Cleveland. And I'm just so grateful to have all of you that I know, and some I hope to get to know, here and part of a community that I can be a part of again.
Okay. Oh man, I hate public speaking. I remember my first day here was like yesterday. I Hi, I'm Rachel. When I got here, I came from doing 2 years in jail, and society had told me that I was uncurable and unhelpable, and Beit Teshuva told me that I mattered, and and that I was worth it, and they taught me how to love myself, and I was one of Carrie's kids, so I came here for free, and it was all the donations that paved the way for me. So I want to say thank you to everybody that contributes to this program, because it didn't only save my life, it gave him life.
Hi, my name is Max. I'm a grateful member of this community. I usually like talking on a microphone because I like attention, but this is probably the first time where I don't want to do this, but I feel like I need to. You guys might remember me from 30 days ago or so. I made a shuva for relapsing and being brought back into the community. And yeah, I did it again. So this was about a week and a half ago, maybe. I don't know. A big trigger for me is my phone, and I hate to admit it. I don't want people to know that about me, because then they take the power away from it, which is, in retrospect, it's a good thing. And I don't know. It's weird to be in a community of so many people and not have the willingness, or not so much the desire, but the willingness to ask for help when I'm struggling. And there's so many people here, and there was both times when I left, there was multiple opportunities where I could have talked to somebody and gotten out of my head. And I almost feel like I don't deserve to be here. And I'm not saying that for pity or anything. I've been given quite a few chances already. And Rabbi Mark made it very known to me on New Year's that, I'm fucking around again. I'm walking my ass back to Chicago, so that stuck with me. Yeah, I just have a lot, shout outs to my treatment team for believing in me. It's a weird thing to have people in my life that care about me. And yeah, I'm doing so well. I progress really well here, and then I just kind of self-sabotage. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm gonna just try really hard to tell on myself. But I also just want to give a shout out to Riley for 1 year. Yeah, Riley's amazing. Came here. She's really. She's 13 years younger than me, but I admire and look up to her in the way that she carries herself and presents herself, and kind of gives no fucks about. She knows who she is, and I respect that. So yeah, thank you.
Great job, Max. And I'm grateful. I want to say I'm grateful to Rabbi Michael and Rabbi Carey for leading services while I was on vacation. Harriet and I were on vacation. I'm grateful that we were in the desert and it was so wonderful. I had a wonderful time. I think Harriet had a good time too, right? Not as good a time as I had, though. Never. I'm grateful for really everything. I'm grateful for the miracle of tshuva. I'm grateful for all the people that are here. I have to tell you, we had a New Year's Eve party Monday night. And Harriet and I, we came back from the desert Monday afternoon because we couldn't miss the New Year's Eve party at Beit Teshuva. And once again, the place was decorated, and all of the residents were having such a great time. I mean, it was really just wonderful. I have to congratulate all the residents on putting it together, and Luca was doing the music, and just wonderful, and it was just an amazing evening. And Harriet looked at me and she said, "This is what we do." And I'm grateful for the courage of all the residents, past and present. It's a courageous step to say, I need help and I want to live a life of recovery. not just not drink or use, but really be in recovery. And that takes great courage. And I'm grateful for your courage because I learned from all of you. I'm grateful to the board of directors here also. As all of you know, we're going through a transition period, and there's a whole search committee and search going on for a new senior rabbi. And I'm excited about it. And I'm grateful for the way that the board has really involved so many people. Today there was a focus group of staff to talk about it, and it's just wonderful to see it, and I'm really excited. And I'm grateful, Janice, that at the love that you're showing and everybody's showing in this whole process. And it's really beautiful. And I'm grateful to you, Harriet. Being away with you was such fun, especially the first day. Harriet doesn't do transitions well. I was selling the place in Palm Desert. I just said, okay, we'll sell it. And as soon as I went to that extreme, she said, well, don't get crazy. But really, watching you go through this transition and the difficulty you have with it, and your courage, and your light and your joy, and most of all, your belief. I think that what people don't really know is how deeply you believe in the human spirit, in the power and the ability for human beings to transform themselves. That's been a bedrock belief and principle of your life, and you keep putting it out no matter what happens. No matter how many times you're disappointed, no matter anything, you keep putting out this light of this transformation is possible and you can do it. You really are an amazing spirit that connects with people and gives people the courage and the strength to continue to honor that courageous choice to live in recovery. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with a brand new, well, no, it's not a brand new, but it's an original. So for those of you who are here for the first time, what happens is that Glenn and Nate, sometimes just Glenn, but Glenn gets an idea because of study. And he gets this idea, and he just makes a prayer out of it and a song. And he is, by the way, okay, you won a couple of Grammys or gold record. You have gold records, right? He's a gold record songwriter and musician. Right?
Yes.
Okay, you can be proud of that. That's all right. And here he is playing at the rehab, right? And we're blessed to have him, and he's got an album coming out, an EP with Nathan called "Songs from a Rehab," right? Yeah. When's that going to hit?
It's any day now.
Any day, and it's going to be on the radio and everything. So we're really excited. So this is a Glenn Goss original. Let's go to Shabbos.
Let's go to Shabbos and we'll roll out the Torah and we'll feed our souls for a while. Let's sing the Shamru and we'll raise our voices and we'll open up our hearts. Bless the children of Israel. We've come to praise Adonai. Protect the children of Israel as we I need a little magic, cause I'm about to lose my mind. Let's go to Shabbat and we'll roll out the Torah and we'll feed our souls for a while. Let's sing the Shamru and we'll raise our voices and we'll open up our hearts. Bless the children of Israel, we've come to praise Adonai. Protect the children of Israel as we welcome in the Shabbat's bride. Let's go to Shabbos and we'll roll out the Torah and we'll feed our souls for a while.
No, this one. Adam, go to this one. You hit the wrong one. They don't. That's only for vocals. They taught me that.
This has all kind of reverb and stuff. It'll make you sound weird.
Thank you. So, Shabbat Shalom. Hi. Could I get all the new members and the birthdays up here, please? New members on my left and birthdays on my right.
Okay. Come over here.
Oh,
The prayer, you know the
yes, the prayer, yes.
Yes, it's going to be up there. Awesome. So 1, 2, 3.
May the door of this house be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for fellowship.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, hopes to nurture.
So Shlomo Alkabetz, a famous Kabbalist, wrote this poem about Shabbos. L'cha dodi likrat kala, penei Shabbat nekabla. Come, my beloved, to greet the bride. So now the beloved, of course, could be God, it could be our partner, it could be ourselves. L'cha means to move, to walk, to meet. Now, when I meet somebody, I have a connection with them. And we call Shabbos a bride. Pnei Shabbat, the face of Shabbos, the face of God, the face of another human being. Nikabla, we're going to receive. So our custom here is to dance this bride of Shabbos in. So please, let's get up, let's dance to Lichad Doidi. Okay, turn towards the doorway and welcome the bride of Shabbos. Okay, we need the birthdays to come up and light the Shabbos candles. Birthdays, go light the Shabbos candles. Birthdays, light the Shabbos candles. Good.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu Lechadlikne shel Shabbat. Shir lama'alot Esa einai el ha'arim mehain yavo Ezri me'im Hashem osei shamayim va'aretz al yitein lamod raglecha ol yanum shomrecha inel lo yanom velo yira shomei Yisroel Hashem shomrecha Hashem tzircha al yad yeminecha Yoman hashemesh lo yachecha vayarech balayla Hashem yishmorcha mikol ra yishmor et nafshecha Hashem yitzmotzecha uvoecha
Yasher Koach, Shabbat Shalom again. This week's Parsha is called Va'era, and this week God finally lets loose the first 7 plagues upon the land of Egypt to free the Israelites from slavery. But before that happens, God tells Moshe to speak to the Israelites again. And God says this, "Say to the Israelites, I am Adonai. I will bring you out from under the sufferings of Egypt, and I will deliver you from their labor. I will redeem you with an outstretched arm and with great judgments. I will take you to me for a people, and I will be for you as a God. You shall know that I am Adonai your God, who brought you out from under the sufferings of Egypt." So there's this guy, Beit Yaakov. He was the son of the Ishbitzer Rebbe. He wrote about these verses in the 19th century in Poland. And he comments on these 4 verbs used in these verses to describe God saving the Israelites in Egypt. I brought you out, I rescued you, I redeemed you, and I took you. So Beit Yaakov says the redemption, the exodus from Egypt, that is, was actually in stages. In the first stage, I will bring you out. This is the stage in which you suffered the slavery, but you didn't feel it. Secondly, I will deliver you from their labors. That was from the slavery itself, after you've already felt it. The next one, I will redeem you with an outstretched arm. This was from the depth of the impression that the slavery left in you. And the last one, I took you for myself, I will take you for myself as a people. He says that refers to the Messianic age when no soul from Israel will remain under any yoke, only under the yoke of the kingdom of heaven. So that is to say, when one is deep in slavery, becoming free doesn't happen all at once. So a yoke is like, they put that thing on oxen and they're sort of, it's kind of like a chain, it's like a shackle. So this is all to say that when one is deep in slavery, becoming free doesn't happen all at once. Neither did it happen this way with the Israelites. First, one may be enslaved, but you can't feel it. Maybe you don't even have any idea that it's happening. Then, there may be a point in which you're saved from the slavery itself, and you do feel it. But you still have the effects of the slavery, and you're not saved from the effects of those slavery until the next stage, and that's being rescued from the trauma of the slavery. And the last stage is one in which you won't be under any sort of slavery or control ever again, only subject to God or your higher power. And the trauma of slavery will only truly end when you consider yourselves under the kingdom of God. So what does that mean? So in Hebrew, the word for slave is eved, and it's the same word as the word for servant. La'avod, the verb form of this, can mean to serve, to slave under, to work, and to worship. So we often don't hear what the rest of what God told Moses and Aaron to say to Pharaoh. We hear that they said, "Let my people go." But what they actually said was, "Let my people go so that they may serve me." So first they were la'avoting Pharaoh, they were being servants to Pharaoh, and now they're being servants to God. The exact same word. So being a servant to God, or our higher power, doesn't necessarily mean praying or sacrificing. Being a servant can mean acknowledging there's a world outside ourselves that we can give to others, and giving to others in a holy context, and not in a context in which we are degraded as slaves are. We may be able to be released from our trauma when we can break free from the depths and look outside at the world around us and seek to do holy work. Shabbat shalom.
If everybody would please rise for the Baruch Hu. The Baruch Hu is the call to worship. As my friend and teacher John Esform says, that we say the Baruch Hu part of this as individuals, and the response we say as a community. So let's hear our own voices on the Baruch Hu, and in the response, the Baruch. Let's hear everybody else's. seated. We continue with the Shema. The beauty of the Shema, of course, is that it's the only thing that all Jews agree on. It's amazing. All Jews agree that the Shema is the watch phrase of Judaism. And even though in the prayer book on page 33 you don't see it, most of the time the last letter of the first word Shema, the ayin, is capitalized. And the last word of the last letter of the last word, echad, the dalet, is capitalized. So it's about being an aid. An aid is a witness. An aid testifies. An aid tells this story. So what you witness here is transformation. What you witness here and what we're going to hear the story, the testimony in a few minutes for all the people taking birthdays, is you're going to hear that people testify to the miracle of recovery, the miracle of living well. And then it's our job, because we sing this prayer, because we chant it, we have to be immersed in it, we have to live it. And the only way to live it is to keep testifying to other people about the possibility of change. To keep testifying to everybody else that the transformation of the human soul can happen at any moment and nobody can be left behind. All of us are brought out of slavery. All of us have to testify to our redemption and the redemption of others. Because then when we do that, then maybe the rest of the world the 80% that stayed in Egypt, maybe then they'll all come out and will truly live in a world that God wants to dwell with us in. Please cover your eyes, close them, but concentrate on each word.
Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
No liquor, flow even sicker. I put him down on my zannies in the picture, no longer in hell. Busy finding myself. You're out late, I'm up on the night shift. I'm up early, always in a meeting. Coffee in the morning, cigarettes and blow. Well, no more green, Now busy on the scene, living life, finding what it means. Not on the lean, no more promethazine. I'm coming clean, Was living life, blowing all the voices. Gave it a try, emptied all my closets. I'll never lie. Spilling my guts all over life, yeah. Yeah, I say shalom, shalom.
All right, let's give it up for Zach. Zach. So I ask those who are in mourning or observing a yard site to please rise. Our custom is to make sure nobody stands alone. As a community, we say Kaddish for the yard sites. Please be quiet. For the yard sites of Danny Sugarman, Patricia Geiger, Esther Glasser, Judy Ruderman, Charlotte Migdal, Joseph Rosen, Stephen Sandler, Beatrice Greenberg, Louis Korowitz, Howard Wexler, Eve Praver, Corey Breslow, Joseph Hitter, Monroe Bears, Clement Peck, Mildred Sackled. The year of mourning of Meredith Baskin, Patricia Beckerman, Richard Block, Bobby Dorn, Sylvia Feldman, Barbara Hare, Yale Hare, Steve Katz, Dwight Keys, Jody Labov, Rachel Machbitz, Hyman Miller, Brett Nadler, Isaiah Negretti, Ed Praver, Dee Dee Quinn, Gene Redstone, Tyler Shamash, Erwin Shapiro, Michael Shapsis, Michael Sielski, Phyllis Tell, Lester Trackman, Alice Weiss, Hannah Wilson, Donna Zivick.
My sister, Benet Holland Phillips. Sylvia Feldman.
Together, Yikadal, Yikadash, Shmerabah, Yom Adi Rach Yuteh, Yom Lich Maluteh, B'chayechon V'yomechon V'chaye Dechol Beit Yisrael, B'agala V'zman Karib V'imru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Elamei Maya, Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata Damiran bi'alma bimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael bimru amen. Osei shalom bimramav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael bimru amen. May the one who welcomes everyone send comfort and wholeness to all who mourn. Please be seated. Okay, now we have the birthdays. Birthdays. Come on up. We got a prayer and gratitude for recovery. Come on up.
Don't be shy. Let's go.
I think I'm gonna need a step stool.
Nah, you're all right. You'll make me look tall for once. It's good.
That's good.
All right, we're gonna start on the top here in English.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
O Lord, my God, I cried unto you, and you did heal me. O Lord, you saved me from the peril, kept me alive.
All right, I'm gonna help you with the Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hagomel l'chayavim tovot shigamalani kol tov. English.
Ruler of praise are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who bestows good upon
Beyond our deserving.
And who has dealt graciously with me. Everyone at the bottom of the page. Mi shigamolchem kol tov, hu yigmolchem kol tov sela. May the one who has caused you good always bestow goodness upon you. Amen. All right, cakes. Stay here. Spread out the cakes. Family members, stay where you're at for a second until the cakes get here.
There's a ladybug.
All right, people who are giving cakes, you guys can come up, gather around.
Can we go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know whose cake is whose. All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lord. Happy birthday to you. Keep coming back sober. All right. Please return to your seats.
All right, Chad, you're first.
Chad is first.
Hello, everyone. My name's Chad Salisbury, and I'm a thankful member of this community. I have 3 years of sobriety. Celebrating 3 years is a huge mile marker. I was lost, scared, and broken. I had completely given up. Then I came to Beit Teshuvah. It took a couple of tries, and I'm here now, and I'm so grateful. I came in about 2013 in the summer, and it was amazing. And I have to honestly say, I don't know if at the time I completely appreciated the help that I was receiving. I was taken in here for free, and I can't begin to even explain how amazing it is here. So I was here for quite a while, actually, towards a half a year. Then I don't think I was finished becoming humble or completely letting go of my ego. or finding out how to become completely vulnerable. So I wasn't finished yet, so I had to go back out and do some more messing around, and it took me another try. So luckily, one of my friends that I made here, Todd Bird, he helped me get in another place. So it was 5 years ago I came here, but I'm celebrating 3 years of sobriety. And I want to thank Rabbi Mark and Harriet for giving me a chance and opening up their house to me, Beit Teshuvah. At Beit Teshuvah, you're safe and in good hands with people that really care. A place to gain a sense of well-being and be at peace. A place to make friends, and a place to not be afraid to go back into the world, or at least give it a shot. I have to believe there is something magical about Beit Teshuvah. A house where you can take home the things that matter, where you can take the time to regain a sense of self and have a chance to make your dreams come true. Or at least take a chance to find out. So here are a few things that I have back in my life. To start with, I get to be present for my children, Jagger and Gia. My son Jagger, he's 18 now. So when I first came here, he was 13. Then when I wasn't done yet, he's 15. And now he's 18. He's not a kid anymore. But I'm present, and I'm able to be a part of his life now. My daughter Gia is 13, so luckily she was a little bit younger when all this was going on. And I'm present now, so that's amazing. That's a gift. And a couple other things, they're not as important as that, but they're important. I have a car and a license back now. Unfortunately, I let that go, but I have that back now. I'm working. I've been working for over 2 years, showing responsibility. And I'm going to school. And that's always been kind of a dream of mine that I wouldn't talk about much. But I think it's really important. And I have a chance to do that now. And it all started here, basically. It did. So I'm challenging myself, and I'm trying to be brave, and I'm doing it. So I'm very thankful for all the friends I've made here. And as well, I'd like to thank Gloria Schwartz. She actually attends Temple Beth David, who would spend time with my mother and help in ways that I wasn't able to until my mother passed away recently. She was 89, and I got to be present. I got to be sober and be there the last few years of my mother's life. That's really important. Not to mention countless others that have helped me along the way. Too many names to list. But so many people have helped me, and so many people care, aren't important in my life right now. So I'd like to thank my friend who came with me tonight, John Carcella, who's helped push me and tutor me with school. And I'm getting good grades, and I'm doing really well now. It's really exciting. I can only do the best I can and try and be as humble as I can. So thank you, Rabbi Mark and Harriet, for everything you've done and everything you continue to do. I still have a lot of work to do, and I still get scared as well as excited, but I'm here and I'm present, so thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm an extremely grateful member of this community. I got to Beit Shuva on January 5th, 2018. This last year extracted great toll, loss, frustration, uncertainty, and a few other words that comprise the unmanageability of life. I also yielded something new to me, gratitude. I used to hate that word. When I first got here, I would try to predict how many times people would use that word in their birthday speeches. I usually underpredicted. I would wonder why people weren't more creative and used synonyms like appreciative. I think I understand now. I don't like that word because I had never experienced it. I stand here tonight in gratitude. Okay, this is the tough part. My mom, she's on camera. Hi, Mom. I love you so much. You're my heart. We're one. My dad. Hi, Dad. Too much. Keith, you've always treated me like a daughter, even though you didn't have to. Jody, you've always shown me so much love and kindness. And to my sister Sam, for having love for me that might be considered excessive. Okay? Harriet and Rabbi, I truly feel blessed to be a part of this community. And Darren, you believed in me when I couldn't believe in myself. My spiritual Iggy, he blows my mind like every time we meet, and it's great. Ryan, I don't remember the exact conversation that we had on the phone the night or the day that I called you, but you gave me the courage to pack my bags to come here. Daniel Ardell and Mordecai and Taylor, you guys, I love working with and for you. Thank you. And to the PFs and other staff, the love and patience you show the clients is truly amazing. And to all my friends here and out there, you know who you are. I cherish all of you, for real. And I also had a whole lot of disdain for the hold on thing. I thought it was stupid, but I held on, and here I am. Thanks.
So I didn't prepare anything because I was really nervous to do this. So I'm just going to wing it. Basically, I was in and out of the psych ward a lot during my drug-using days, and I didn't want to be alive. And now I wake up in the morning and I do want to be alive, so that's cool. I want to thank my treatment team, Michael Sachs, Earl, my therapist, Jerome, the other staff here. I want to thank my family, my mom, my dad, and my brother, my friends, and Rabbi and Harriet for making this place, and people here for being accepting and giving me a place to grow and change. And yeah, that's it. Thanks.
It's okay. I can just stand on my tippy toes. It's fine. Thanks. All right. Hi. I'm Jules. I'm a very, very grateful member of this this community. I'm also a codependent, alcoholic, drug addict. So I'm going to just get it out of the way. My thanks to everybody who I love so very, very much. My mommy and my daddy and my nanny and Lala, who's watching from Hawaii right now. You guys have stood by me like it's never ending, and I love you and I'm so grateful for you. And my best girlfriends, girls who I never ever had in my life or expected to be able to have, Brittany and Jamie and Erin. Thank you so much for like constantly supporting me and being there for me no matter what. Tara, who stayed here all day, my counselor, worked and stayed so that she could be here tonight, and I couldn't do this without you. And Mintha, my therapist, you kick my ass every session we have, and I love you, and I don't know where you're sitting, but I love you. And then Harriet and Rabbi, of course, thank you so much, Harriet, for creating this place, a place for my brother to come to, me to come to, my mom to come to, and all these other people to come to. And Rabbi, just really for being you and scaring the shit out of us so that we actually do something and get off our asses. But really important to me is to speak to the newcomer and those of you who just got here recently. I had a really good reminder tonight when Ryan sent me at the front desk, sent me a message, and what popped up on my phone screen was the name Paula. And I had no idea why or who Paula was. And I remembered that before I came in here, I had to hide the fact that I wanted to come in here because the life I was living did not connect with coming to Beit Shuvah. I was afraid to admit that I wanted to come into treatment, and I had to hide it from the one person that I thought was my entire life. And it really was just a reminder of what I came from and where I am now, and I very proudly changed his name in my phone. I don't have to hide anything from anybody anymore, and if I can say to you guys, I broke rules when I was here. I'm still breaking rules today, but the difference is that I was as transparent as I could possibly be about them. I was honest about them. When I fucked up, I told on myself. And I really learned that I can get a lot out of honesty. The help that I get, when I came in here, I had my hands up and I knew that I didn't know shit about shit. I didn't know anything. I didn't know how to help myself, and I came here because I needed help from you guys, not just from my treatment team, not just from Harriet and Rabbi and my spiritual counselors, but from the community, to be surrounded by people who didn't judge me and didn't question me and never used my vulnerabilities against me, which is something Harriet taught me is unacceptable. And if anybody is ever struggling here and needs to talk, I will not use your vulnerabilities against you. And you're in a really, really good, safe place. So thanks.
Good evening, my name is Jacob, and I'm an extremely grateful member of this community. Before I start, I want to congratulate two special friends. We share the same sobriety date. Jules and Nicole, thank you for being good friends and sticking through the hard times and making it to 1 year with me. And on a more serious note, I also want to remind every addict in this room that we are the lucky ones. This year, we have lost Hannah, Brett, Meredith, Tyler, Mish, and many other people who may or may not be familiar with BTS, and I wish they could all be here today. I came to Beit Teshuvah October 30th, 2017 for the first time. I had lost everything, including a suicide attempt. I've been drugged, robbed, and beaten up so badly I had brain trauma. I was immediately an ungrateful, disrespectful little shit, and there's no denying it. Many of you remember me, and I was sick and broken in every way possible. 3 days after arriving here, my grandfather passed away, and I was coming down too hard for the grief to hit me. I left here after 45 days and was arrested within 2 weeks. I had attempted suicide by running out to the cops with a knife in each hand, trying to get them to shoot me. Thankfully, I was just arrested, and I wish I could thank the officers today for showing restraint and ultimately saving my life. My mom calls that day her darkest hour, and she has every right to feel this way. And it sickens me that because of my actions, she has lasting trauma that will take a long time to get over and forgive me. In jail, a few days later, I knew I had made a mistake and that I only had one option, and that was to get in contact with Beit Teshuvah again. The San Diego court system gave me one chance to complete the program with no issues and get my felonies dropped or go to prison. Honestly, without these dire consequences, I don't think I would be here today. I owe everything to Beit Teshuvah, and I have made lifelong connections with people that I hold dearly to my heart. BTS has helped me in so many ways, from acknowledging traumas to reconnecting with my family. But the best thing I have done in sobriety so far was a program that BTS offers here called Prevention. Other residents and myself went to a camp in Big Bear. We spent the night and spoke in front of kids about our previous experiences with addiction, hoping to steer them away from curiosity. I had previous experiences going to this exact camp, and many of the kids were from the same congregation in San Diego that I grew up in as a child. The time we spent with the kids was by far the most rewarding thing that I have ever done. And I have seen many residents here transform into beautiful, talented, special individuals. I wish I had the time to recognize all of you. I am proud to call you my friends, and I hope you all are proud of the men and women you are today. I also want to thank every single person who works at BTS. All of you have helped me in one way or another. I thank you for putting your heart into your work. Carrie Newman, Bear, and Zach Jones, thank you for believing in me even when I did not and giving me a second chance. The counselors I have had, Blake, Jeremy, Jeff, Z, and Rabbi Mikhael, thank you for putting up with me and pushing me to continue doing better. My loved ones who have came from San Diego, Caitlin, Luke, Mark, Rhonda, and my grandma Sandy, your support means everything to me. And of course, my mom Melanie, my stepdad Dean, and my father David. I love you all so much, and I will continue making you proud. But there's two more people that I owe everything to, Rabbi Mark and Harriet. Thank you for everything you have helped me accomplish. Because of you, I have my life and my loved ones back. There is something special about Beit Teshuvah that can't be duplicated, and I'll be forever grateful for this place. Thank you.
Wow. So we have to say a Misha Berach because in the midst of this much joy, we know that there are people who are ill. You know, Jacob said something. We're still saying Kaddish for 10 people. We're still in that year. And the truth is that more people died who had been in this program and left this year than any other year. And with the exception of maybe one or two, all of them, because they went out to shoot dope. Because of this opioid crisis. And what we're doing here is we're fighting it. And thank you, Jacob, for reminding us all, and everybody, really, all the birthdays, of how serious this is. We're in a life and death struggle. And as we say the Misha Berach, I want you to, when I stop, to put out the names of those people that you know are in a life and death struggle, be it mental, be it spiritual, be it physical. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless them in the desert, bless them at the sea, bless them with healing of, please put out the names. Kolosh Baruch Hu, Bring them a complete healing, a healing of the body and a healing of the soul. And let it happen right now. And let us all say, amen. Okay, so we're about to pass out the challahs. For those of you who don't know, we have a budding social enterprise called Baked Teshuvah. B-A-K-E-D Teshuvah. We bake our own challahs here. Every Thursday there's a whole deal that happens, and we're really excited, and we love it. We hope you enjoy it. It's also for sale over there. Are there any left for sale, Judy? Huh? So you can buy them on your way out to take them home and have challah French toast tomorrow. Shh, shh, shh. We have announcements. I want to do announcements. Please, please. The BTS 2019 marathon team, it's not too late to join us. You can contact Melanie or Jillian. Raise your hand, Jillian. If you want to be part of the BTS marathon team, you can donate, you can run, you can help, you can be a volunteer. It's all great. Gala 2019 is January 20th at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Beverly Hilton Hotel. You will be with 1,000 of our nearest and dearest. All through the hard work of Janet Rosenblum, Avia Rosen, Amy Abrams, Melanie, and the rest of the development team, and of course, Harriet Rosetto. Sign up, sign up, sign up. Our spring adult education starts January 8th. That's this Tuesday. Rabbi Michael is going to kick off the series with Deuteronomy, Josiah, and the Torah. You can get the flyers. There's dinner following services, of course. And we want to thank the sponsors, Mommy, Daddy, and Luca, Auntie Layla and Uncle Terry, and Dr. Feldman. And we need 2 more sponsors. We need 2 more sponsors for Shabbos. Shabbos sponsors, 2 more, right? 2 more? We got 3. We need 2 more, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Guys, we ain't eating until we get the sponsorship. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie and Corey. One more. Oh, Ryan. Ryan's going to do it. Ryan, you're the man. What many of you don't know is that Ryan Coppold answers the phone and he talks to people for hours and hours and hours. He talks to families, he talks to potential residents. He calms everybody down, and he is the craziest person you ever want to meet. He's absolutely in the perfect job. He's so crazy that having to calm other people down brings him wholeness and peace and joy, right, Ryan? So we're grateful for Ryan. Most of all, we want everybody to have a great Shabbos. All right, and now we're going to finish with one last song, Ozi V'Zimras Yah.
All right. So my usual helper's not here this week, so I'm going to have Laura and Aaron, our former resident.
Aaron Friedman, he's going to Berkeley School of Music, right? Yeah, well, if you're terrible, I'll hurt you.
Oh, all right. I'm prepared.
There you go.
All right, here we go. So we're all going to start together, and then the left-hand side is going to continue on with me, and then Laura's going to enter later, and the right-hand side is going to go. Okay.
Ozi V'Zimras Yah.
Ozim, Vezim Radia.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
Asher kiddushanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho ve'ava uvratzon hinchantanu zikaron lema'aseh
Sheesh. Ki hu yom tequila, let me cry kodesh, zecher litzias, mitzrayim. Kivanu v'charta, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol amim, b'shabbat kodshecha,
v'hava uvratzon
Soin.
hinchatanu
Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh
HaShabbat.
Amen. Okay, grab a piece of challah, piece of somebody that's got a piece of challah, but
Watch where you grab that piece. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Good Shabbos, everybody. Residents,